Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the VIV business presentation. My name is Brian Dalmasso, and I have the pleasure of sharing this business model with you guys tonight. And VIV is Latin for live, right? We use the root word of live is VIV. So when we say VIV life better, what we're really saying is live life better. And that's the tagline of the company. And you're going to see here throughout this presentation tonight why that is, because everything that we are working with here is impacting people's lives in a very, very positive way. So the name of the company is VIV, and we are a digital platform, an electronic platform for servicing people and making their life better. And when I talk about digital platforms, there's some other very common digital platforms. Uber is a digital platform, right? It's a technology company that used technology and leveraged technology to completely recategorize a whole industry. Right? They're the largest car company in the world, but they don't own any cars. They're just leveraging technology to disrupt the space and disrupt the category. And they are over a $50 billion company today worldwide. It's the same thing with Airbnb. They're one of the largest, actually, they're the largest supplier of rooms. They book more room nights a month than all the other, Priceline and Expedia combined. But they don't own any hotels, right? They're a technology company that was leveraging technology. So VIV is very similar. We are a technology company. We're a platform, and we're using technology to completely disrupt a lot of spaces, and more importantly, to enhance the quality of people's lives and the things that they're doing from a day-to-day basis already. So when you think about VIV, I just want you to ask one question. Who do you know that has a cell phone? Right? Who do you know that has internet? Who do you know that has home security, or electricity bills, TV, satellite, all these bills that everybody's already paying? What we're doing is we are able to impact people's lives and take the bills that they're already paying and simply reduce them, right? So I don't have to convince somebody to pay their electrical bill. They're already doing that. I don't have to convince somebody to use their cell phone or to use the internet. They're already doing these things. So the beautiful part about our company, what we're doing here, is we're not changing buying habits. We're not changing, buying patterns, or ask somebody to, hey, you look like you're overweight, take these take these nutritional products. We're not trying to sell something that people maybe not already used to doing. People are already using their cell phone every day. All I'm trying to do, and all we're trying to do, is to educate them on how to lower their bills, whether it's individually, residentially, or on a commercial level. Right? So there's over $60 billion a year that Americans are overpaying on things like phone and cable and TV and internet, all these bills. And you guys have probably noticed this. Just take a look at your cable bill over the last decade. I mean, I remember my cable bill used to be like $29. Well, now it's $229, right? And we just kind of get lulled to sleep over time. These bills go up and up and up. And we don't realize that we can get these bills reduced. I didn't know this at all until our platform came out. But that's what we're doing. We're taking some of that $60 billion and we're putting it back into the people's pockets across America. Guys, this is very simple. This platform is very, very simple. You upload your bills and we lower them. I could end the presentation right here because that's as simple as it gets, and that's what we do. You upload your bills onto our platform using cell phone technology and pictures, and we simply lower them. And this service is called Autopilot. And this is how simple it is, right? You can see here on your phone, this business runs off of a phone or a tablet or a laptop. We can simply sit with our friends, our relatives, our family, or people we know in business, and we can click off the different bills that they have, and we can take pictures of those bills and upload them to the platform, to the VIV platform, and the team at VIV will negotiate on their behalf. That's really what we're doing. We're using the bulk buying power of being in all 50 states. And we can negotiate things that you simply can't get to. Right? When you go to get your cell phone or you get your internet, you're just one person. Well, VIV is a massive company. We're negotiating thousands of bills all across the country, so we have buying power. And we can also tap into discounts and credits and loyalty credits. And you can see here an example, a real live example. This was actually my dad, who's 74 years old, is very skeptical. But I finally convinced him. I said, Dad, just give it a shot. It doesn't cost you anything to upload your bill onto the platform, right? So a lot of things out there, guys, you have to pay for a service, and then you see if it works, and there's some resistance. Well, with us, people can upload their bills for free. And then our team goes to work, and they get a nice email like this: Dear Raymond, you've got savings. we were able to save you $1,254 over the next 24 months. And you can see the breakdown here, guys. It's over 50 bucks a month. There's a credit. And the other thing that's pretty cool is our team also got him an upgrade. Not only did we lower his bill without changing any services, we got him an additional Showtime 339 channels free for 6 months, right? You guys see how that works? And here's another one here. This was my realtor, Lauren. And you can see here, we saved her over $1,800. Again, it didn't cost her anything to upload her bill. Now, guys, you're probably wondering, well, how does this work then? I mean, somebody's going to make money somewhere. Guys, the way this works is when we upload somebody's bill, we negotiate on their behalf. We save them $1,800. We get half of that, and the customer gets half of that. So you can see down here, if you read below, it says that you're going to save $900, and we're going to recoup $900 on our end. So the thing about this, guys, I always like to say to people when I'm talking to them, if I was going to give you $1 million, but you had to give 500,000 back, would you do it? And obviously it's a no-brainer. So that's the deal here. This is dead money. People can't access this money without us. So the way that we make our money when we're negotiating is we get 50% of the savings. And it's a very simple, very easy, duplicatable business model. All right, so I'm going to go through some of the other products. If you're in the commercial world, we have these little items that we can retrofit onto HVAC units and freezers and coolers that will guarantee to lower the energy cost by 10 to 30%. And again, this is if you're in the commercial world. What we did with cell phones, I mean, every 18-year-old kid has a cell phone. Everybody's got internet. Your grandmother's got internet. So we have a residential model for people that are in that space. But for those of you that are in the commercial world, we also have some very massive, large-scale commercial opportunities in the HVAC space. And you can see here that we can take these little IntelliVac units and we can go into restaurants, we can go into convenience stores, we can go to hotels, we can go to any commercial building, and we can lower their heating and cooler costs with a simple little retrofit. And here's an example here of where we were able to go into a 117 location convenience store chain and save them over $500,000 a year in operating costs. You guys see how that works? And this represented a $60,000 commission for the VIV consultant that put this deal together. Now, it's very important to understand here that we are just lead generation, right? We are not the negotiators. This person here didn't have to know all about HVAC. All they did was talk to the convenience store owner and said, hey, listen, I know of a way that you could save 10 to 30% on all of your heating and cooling costs and all of your freezer's energy costs. You know, do you have 5 minutes to watch this video? So that's all we're doing is lead generation and piquing interest. So for those of you that have commercial connections, this is a very strong component to what we're doing. All right, guys, so what we're really doing here is we're buying a digital platform. It's a business in a box. Every single thing you need to run your business is on a website. It can be run off your phone. It can be run off of an iPad. It can be run off of your laptop. And the business startup is a whopping $200, right? So this is not like $1 million or 1.1 million like McDonald's or like 400,000 like Dunkin' Donuts. It's a $200 startup because this company does not make its money off of franchising. They don't make their money off of selling you a business. They make their money when we all benefit the customer. So this company was built from the ground up as a customer-centric company. If we impact customers, if we save them money, then the wealth trickles up and everybody wins. Does that make sense, guys? That's why this is such a ridiculously low business to start up. And when you start your VIV business, you get every single tool that you need. You get a website, it's all your customer tracking, the ability to upload bills. We get little 2-minute customer videos, little 2-minute explainer videos, and we get a complete support system that includes people like myself that are trainers in the company that will answer calls, that'll help you talk to people, that'll help you close commercial deals. So there's an entire network of people, including these trainings on Tuesday night, in such a way that this is a business in a box with an entire network of people. So the instant somebody signs up, they can literally be operating their business that night because we hold each other's hands through this process. All right, so let me get into the nitty-gritty on how we earn with VIV. And there's 5 ways we earn, and I'm just going to go through this real quick. If any of this resonates, I suggest you get with the person that brought you to this business presentation, and they can get a little deep with you, and we can even get on a phone call and explain a little more. So this is a quick overview of the compensation. And all we do is 2 simple things, and we teach this at an 8th grade level. And I mean that literally, right? we enroll some customers, cell phone, internet, cable, right? And then we help others to do the same thing. So if we can do these two things very simply, then we can be very successful in this business. All right, so there's 5 ways to earn in the VIV business model. The first way is upfront commissions, everything from $75 upfront commission for a pro membership, all the way up to what I just showed you there on that HVAC commission deal, which could be tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands in upfront commissions. So we have a lot of things on the platform, and I'm not going to go through all of them. Again, this is just meant to pique curiosity and see if you want to take a deeper dive into this business. The second way we get paid is level pay. And this is where we start to leverage and scale. You know, we have our own little online store, our own little online VIV business model, and we can teach other people to get some customers too. And when we do that, we get paid on their business, right? Because we're the ones that taught them how to do this with the family of people here. So we get overrides on that business. Now, if that person showed somebody, right, that would be our second level, and we would get overrides on that. And then that person, if they showed somebody, we would get overrides on that. So we get paid 6 levels deep on these little VIV businesses, and that's how you leverage and scale and grow a passive monthly residual income. All right, does that make sense? So that's the second way we get paid. It's called level pay. The third way we get paid is we get weekly base pay. And this is virtually unheard of in this industry. And it starts off with a little bit, guys, and we have people making $500 a month. We have people earning $1,000 a month, all the way up to whatever you want. So it really depends what you want out of this business. And the weekly base pay kicks in right at the promoter 160 level, which is just you with 1 or 2 people in your team building a business, and you start to earn an extra $10 a week. And I know that doesn't sound like much, but think about getting $10 a week for doing nothing, right? Because that's really what happens. When we build our business, we start to get these weekly pays that we get paid no matter what. Whether you're working or not, these will come in no matter what. So it starts to go up to $50, $100, $500, $1,000 a week, and more, up to $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week. So this third way that we get paid over time is very, very powerful, and it gives us that guaranteed weekly income. The fourth way we get paid is called generational pay. And what this does, this is for people that are building a bigger business. You start to hit pace setter and partner in some of the middle ranks and above over 6 months or a year or 2 years. It starts to unlock, and we get paid on generations below us, right? We get paid on generations of levels, which could be dozens or even hundreds of levels below us. So once we start to hit some of those middle ranks, this is another thing that opens up for us to build substantial passive monthly residual income. And guys, the fifth way we get paid is we get leadership pools. We get 2% corporate profit sharing when we hit the partner level, and we get another 2% at the executive level. And again, this is for people that are really working their business, you know, maybe half-time, or some people might even be full-time at this point. And you start to get into career building things like generational pay and the leadership pools with the profit sharing. So guys, that's a brief overview of the compensation plan. Again, this is not meant to be a deep dive. It's just meant to give some top-level information to see if this piques interest in going a little deeper. So guys, the choice is really simple. I mean, it's a no-brainer to take your cell phone and your internet bill and test us out as a customer, right? So you can either become a customer, or if you do see the value and you want to get some more information and become your own customer, we have ways to do that too. And again, you should get with the person that brought you. They can get on a 3-way call with one of us, and we can take a deeper dive into this. So the choices now, guys, are become a customer, save some money on your bills, or to become a consultant and become your own first customer and work your way towards that fast start bonus. All right, guys, so ideally people do both. They become a consultant and their own customer. And again, make sure to get with the person who brought you. We're going to answer questions here for you guys as well, but make sure to get with the person who brought you, and they give you all the details on how to become a pro member and get started yourself. All right, so I'm going to go through a very complex training here. I'm going to go through a very complex training that shows how this business works. I'm actually kidding. It's a very simple training. But when you join a VIV business, you're joining a community of entrepreneurs. You're not in this business by yourself. It's your own business, but you're not by yourself, right? So you're going to be joining a community of entrepreneurs, people like myself that are building large international or large national businesses, and we can teach you the same things. So guys, we keep it simple. There's only 4 steps to building this business. Number one, you become a pro member. Number two, you upload your own bills, your cell phone, your cable, your electric bills, right? Number three, you enroll your brother, your mom, maybe a couple of friends. You enroll 2 or 3 people, and that ranks you up, and it gets you your fast track bonus. And that is the building block of what we do. And all we do from there, guys, is we help others do the same thing. If you show this to your friend and he'd rather be a consultant and work with you, then we show him how to enroll his brother, his mother, maybe a friend, and then teach him to do the same thing. So this is literally the 4 steps that if you were to duplicate week after week after week over time, you would build a very, very successful VIV business over time. All right, everybody, so that's the entire business model. We do have a summit coming up end of September, September 27th and 28th. If you're new to this business, you definitely want to register that. We're all going to be down there. The CEO is going to be there, Cami Bamey, the Chief Sales Officer, Rob McFadden. I'm going to be there. A bunch of us are going to be there. And we're going to be teaching you guys how to grow this business, but also sharing some of the latest developments. So if you're brand new to this business, or if you're just taking a look at it for the first time, make sure to sign up for the summit. It's in New York. I promise you it'll be an amazing time, an amazing value, and we can get tickets here. All right, guys. So if anybody wants details for that, when we open up for the Q&A, I can show you how to do that. So for those of you that are new, I want to thank you for coming to the business presentation. We're going to open up for Q&A in a little bit here. But if you are new and you want to jump off, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to stay on for a little bit of Q&A. And then we're also going to do a business builders training. So if this is your first time seeing this and you want to see some of the training, you can stay on and watch that as well, okay?